Hello everyone, this is Joe W. Today, I'm reviewing Now That's Like Cool Music 123, which came out on the 17th of April 2026. I'm glad the numbered series is continuing. I like the front cover. I like the fact the logo is surrounded by colourful paints, which is nicely detailed, and it looks like an improvement of the Now 90 artwork in my opinion. But where's the Now Pig? Let's get to a track list. 40 songs on this one, and it's the third Numbers Now album to have no number ones after Now 16 and Now 94. Disc 1 kicks off with Vivid Dean, So Easy to Fall in Love, which I found an okay start. Sabrina Carpenter, When Did You Get Hot? I found an average pop tune to me. Tate McRae, Tit for Tat, I found an okay pop tune. I also found Pink Panther's Stateside alright. Of course, she had another version with Zara Larsson later. Justin Bieber, Yukon, I found it dire in my opinion, didn't like the vocals in this one. Dominic Fike, Baby Doll, maybe short, but I found it quite okay. Tame Impala, Dracula, brilliant pop tune, one of my favourites. It's like something The Weeknd would do. Tyler, Chanel, honestly not keen on this one, particularly the chorus. Zara Larsson, Midnight Sun, really good pop tune from Zara Larsson, she has a strong voice in that one. Milky and More Grab, Just Where You Are, a great remix, we like the original one as well. MK and Clementine Douglas, Come Find Me, I found a decent house tune. Sonny Fodera, D.O.D. and Poppy Bascombe, Think About Us, a brilliant pop tune to me. I like the chorus of this one, and it's one of my favourites, alongside Calvin Harris and Kasabian, Release the Pressure, which I found an excellent dance tune. We like the music in this one. Of course, it's Kasabian's first top 40 hit ever since Tom left. Ewan McVicker, Share the House, I found an okay dance tune, just as okay as Tell Me Something Good, which surprisingly wasn't on Now 111. Kato and John, Turn the Lights Off, that's my third of the album, an excellent dance tune. Really like the electronic dance music and the chorus. Of course, this entered the charts after going viral. Louis Tomlinson, Imposter, really good pop tune I think. Also quite liked December 10, Angel, and Lewis Capaldi, Almost. Cat Burns, There's Just Something About Her, I found an okay tune from Cat Burns. Lily Allen, Madeline, honestly not a fan of this one. Disc 2 kicks off with Sienna Spiro, Diana's Hill, I found an okay ballad actually. Olivia Dean, A Couple Minutes, kind of bland to me, So Easy to Fall in Love's better in this one. Sky Newman, FU and UF, clean version. Lana Del Rey, White Feather Hawk, Tell Deer Hunter, I found these two tunes dreary in my opinion, didn't like these two at all. Role Model, Sally, When the Wine Runs Out, brilliant pop tune to me, one of my favourites, we like the chorus in this one. Noah Kahan, The Great Divide, I like this tune as well. Also really liked Sam Fender and Elton John, Talk to You, really good collaboration. Ella Langley, Choosing Texas, I found this country tune fine. Luke Combs, Sleepless in a Hotel Room, I found it a pretty good tune as well. Also quite liked Westlife, Chariot. JP Cooper and Gabrielle, Sad Song, nice ballad. JP Cooper's vocals is underrated. December 10, surprised they had 2 appearances on this album. Run My Way, I found it a really good upbeat tune to me. Miles Smith and Niall Horan, Drive Safe, a great duet from those two. Robbie Williams, All My Life, a brilliant pop rock tune to me, one of my favourites. It has an early 2000s vibe to it. Jessie Ware, I Could Get Used to This, I found it alright. I also found Holly Humberstone, To Love Somebody okay. Cat's Eye, Internet Girl, quite bizarre, but I quite like this upbeat tune. It's like something Neon Jungle would do. Doja Cat, Gorgeous, kind of a mid tune to me. Zayn, Die For Me, I found it okay. Lewis Capaldi, The Day That I Die, I found a nice ballad to close the album. That's the whole track list with a variety of pop tunes like Feel Good, Dance, ballads, rock, bit of country and a bit of rap. We get more of the detailed artwork on the left. Then we get a nice pink disc 1 and a nice blue disc 2. Good designs. Follow Now Music on all the social medias if you want to catch up on the latest news on Now That's Like Cool Music. Here is the booklet. We get advertisements for other Now albums, including the 60s Yearbook Volume 2. I look forward to Now Yearbook 72. Then we get some copyright information as usual. And we get advertisements for Now That's Like Cool and Era albums. Now 123 is a fine compilation to me. and it beats 922 in my opinion. Not one of the greatest albums to me, but still has some really good highlights I like on this one. It's a shame Songbird couldn't get licensed anymore. I hope Bruno Mars makes 924. However, if you like listening to the charts or curious to know what music was like in the last few months or love Now Outside Cool Music in general, I highly recommend this album. That's my review on Now Outside Cool Music 123. Hope you enjoyed. What's your favourite song of this album? Comment down below, and I'll see you next video.